That's definitely part of what I saw going down
That's you
on a Tuesday.
in reverse,
Right,
not me.
Here we go. Let's be real. Jerry Jones loves talking about as much as he loves making money, and he's extremely proficient at both. But sometimes the Cowboys owner's Southern-infused expressions and analogies can leave even the most down-home folks left scratching their heads. Take Tuesday, for example, when Jones was talking about his past issues with dealing with agents and the players they represent while negotiating contracts.
There's no issue with me with talking to agents. I need to do a better job of not getting, well, Daddy said I could have it, and him going to Mama and Mama saying, Daddy said I could have it. We've got to get on the same page, and I have something to do with that as well.
Agent David Mulgeta.
If Jerry Jones doesn't find humility quickly, he is going to lose George Pickens.
Oh, wow.
Jerry Jones, the name of the game is agent dictates the contract. You pay the player. The agent represents the player. Stop trying to change the game. Stop trying to go around the agent. It already cost you Micah Parsons, who is agented by the same human in David Mulgeta, who's quite literally the best agent in football and arguably the best agent in all of the sports world right now. Negotiated over $1 billion worth of contracts. So, Jerry, if you don't find humility very, very, very quickly, you're going to lose a top 5 player on your team and a top 3 player on your offense in George Pickens. A fool makes the same mistake twice. And Jerry Jones, you're acting like a fool. It's one thing to make the mistake once with Micah Parsons, letting your ego get in the way. You want to negotiate the deal with Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons wants David Mulgeta to negotiate the deal. It's another thing when you re-rack it with a different player and the same agent, and you doing the exact same thing you did that cost you Micah Parsons. Stop making that foolish mistake. Because let me tell you one thing, Jerry. All of Mulgeta's agents or clients, they rock with him heavy. You're not going to come in between them. So, to me, Jerry Jones, bro, he better find humility because you try to cut Mulgeta out the deal, you might as well cut the player. You're going somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't like that because, like, you get an agent for a reason. Like, your agent's supposed to protect you. You know, when he's negotiating your contract, leave the player out of it. But the agent's supposed to do all the real work, right? Negotiating the contract, the numbers, and et cetera, the length of the contract and all that. And for Jerry Jones to keep doing the same thing he did with Micah Parsons, I don't know what he's trying to do here. Obviously, he don't like David, though. Now, I will say this on the other side of the fence.
Cook it.
If I'm a young player and I love the Cowboys, and you can say what you want about other teams and all that, but the Cowboys is one of the best teams in football because of the brand.
Cowboys.
And if I want to play there and Jerry don't like my agent, it's like, I mean, I think David is the best agent right now.
Yeah.
But is there a big difference between him and Drew Rosenhaus? They all gonna make big deal contracts, and if I'm thinking like, yo, well, look, dude, I'm going over here because he want to do business with you. I played with the Steelers where I couldn't get my stuff off because my quarterbacks weren't that good, and I'm not about to do that again. Because one thing I know about players and agents, because I'm one of them, an agent can represent and do his job forever. David can do this a million times with different players. A player got a couple times to do this, really one time to have that type of career. So players will start thinking about that. Yo, I'm on the Cowboys, I'm coming up soon. They don't rock with my agent. All the agents gonna get in your ear and bring it up to you. Things might change.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying for every team, but for the Cowboys, it's gonna be talked about.
Yeah. I think the problem is right now is a lot of egos at play. David Mulgeta, rightfully so, is one of the most confident agents in the business. And
as he should be.
Rightfully so. And he got him some arrogance as he's deserved and as he's earned. Jerry Jones is the most successful monetarily owner in football. He's earned the right to have an ego. I think you got two people that are the best at what they do, that both have egos, and as a result, that deal with Micah Parsons and this deal right now is going to be attention. My problem is, Jerry, your objective is to field the best team possible. George Pickens gives you the best team possible. Stop trying to cut an agent out of the deal. It's not going to work. It's like if you know he got a girl or she got a man, and you trying to weasel your way in between the two.
But that's the difference with this is
Cook.
There's a million agents, there's a million players. He don't bring this up about no other players. I don't see him saying this about Dak Prescott's agent.
Correct. That's why I said it's the egos.
But I mean,
it's both of them.
It can't be. You talking about the owner of the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah.
Ego. Like that's duh. We gotta get around his ego. The Cowboys will always be here.
Sure,
always be here.
But let me play devil's advocate.
Last thing, yo, you want my money? dude, you want my bread.
But you want my skills.
Do we?
There's 31 other teams I can go to.
Bro, he just let Micah Parsons go. You don't think he let George Pickens go?
And George Pickens will go. George Pickens don't want to play on no tag.
What I'm saying is, obviously, I don't think he wants to give him the tag. I think he wants to give him a contract, but he don't want to work with his agent. What I'm saying is, if I'm a player and I want to be with the Cowboys, and I came from Pittsburgh where the quarterbacks couldn't give me the ball, and everybody thought I was average.
Yeah.
I get a chance to go to the Cowboys, a big platform, big brand. I'm on TV every Sunday, primetime games, and I ball out. And now people think that, man, is a number one in Dallas? Is it CD or is it Pickens?
Yep.
Why would I want to go back to anything else? So let's say, yo, we can get you all this money to go to the Raiders. Was it 43? Was it 42 a year?
42 and a half.
You get 43 a year.
He gonna take that bread.
You say that, but if you was in his shoes and you came from where he came from, you like, I'm never going back there.
Let me push back on you though. In order for Pickens to leave Mulugeta because of Jerry, that would never happen. The reason to me 2-5 it would never happen is like, I'm not going to let this dude, this not a brother, this not in the culture, this not anything, come in between me and my money and my relationships. Because what you're going to allow to happen is Jerry Jones say, hey, get rid of this agent who's looked out for you through the years, who helped you get to Dallas, mind you. George Pickens and the different issues that he had, shout out to George Pickens' talent in Georgia, but there's a reason George Pickens didn't go in the first round, who helped you get to where you got to. And now because this man came in here and said, get rid of your agent, now I'm going to get rid of my agent?
I'm not disagreeing with the reasons why. I think he should keep his agent. But what I am saying is that when it comes to an athlete and about his money, and he hasn't made no real money yet, yo, that's going to be a conversation. Not only for him, but for all his other agents, or all his other agents and players. Because my agent, Davis the best right now. How can we steal from his players? I'm gonna bring it up, yo. You know, Micah, yo, he with Green Bay now. His market ain't the same. He ain't as big. You know what I mean? You can just throw anything out there. Yep. Same thing with a player. I love the Cowboys. I want to be a Cowboy. They're the biggest brand in football.
Yep.
But he don't like my agent. And then another thing about Jerry, he ain't shy. What he about to start doing is I can see walking in locker rooms, hanging out with the players. A dude about to get a big deal for them, and he whisper out there, "Yeah, I know you got David Mulugeta. Yeah, you know I only rock with him." Yep. I can see that happening. Let me ask you young players, when they come to their money, they start thinking all type of stuff.
Let me ask you this.
Last thing for you, go
ahead.
What about when like young players come to the college, right? They got their agent their whole time. They go to the league, and they've been in the league for 3 years. They're doing great, and then they leave that agent that's been taking care of them. Now David is great, so it's different. But also, people get in your ear and start talking to you. When you're a young dude and you got millions and millions waiting on you, you don't want to mess that up.
We had Drew Rosenhaus on our show maybe last year, previous show we were doing. We had Drew Rosenhaus on the show.
My man.
We had Drew Rosenhaus on the show because, like Shady just said, my man. You've known Drew Rosenhaus since you were maybe 20. So we probably talking 18 years, maybe whatever, maybe 16. I don't want to age you. If Lurie or the Pagula family or whoever, Brandon Bean, Howie Roseman, Brett Veach, we're like, hey, Shady, we'll do the deal with you, but you got to fire Drew Rosenhaus. I know you. You're a loyal enough person. You might not be emotional. You might not be all these things. But you are a loyal enough person to be like, hey, you're going to have to figure that out.
You found out my loyalty when I was rich and all that, right?
Yep.
Okay. They've been together rocking since day one, like homies, before I was making any money.
Yeah.
Now, I'm at a point where the only reason why we know each other is because you're an agent and I'm one of the best wide receivers in college football. That's how we know each other.
But that was the beginning of the relationship. But what you know about these relationships is the relationship has matured beyond just you and I. We knew each other because we played football together. But now you and I are closer than friends than just playing football together. Our relationship started because it was playing football. It is the same. The relationship started because it was transactional.
I don't need you. You don't need me.
Right now I do. I need you to do the show. You need me to cut the check.
It's not a need.
Well, I need you to do the show. Bump that. Forget the egos.
I'm saying, I mean, I'm good. You know what I mean? Anyway, what I'm saying is the difference between the situations is like we mutually start being friends. Yeah. It was cool. You know what I mean? Then we started doing some business. It was cool.
Yeah.
Right. But I didn't need you. You didn't need me. You did your own thing. You would know Oprah without me. Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Well, this situation right here is like, bro, we only even know each other is because I'm a good football player and you're an agent. Yeah. So then once that happens, okay, you're gonna help me get a new deal. Well, damn, my agent don't really rock. I mean, my owner don't really rock with you. Like that could be a conversation. I'm not saying it's gonna happen,
but it could.
Bro, you ain't my blood brother. What we talking about? There's a lot of players that David probably represented that he don't talk to no more and got him big money. Mm-hmm. That don't mean it's a bad thing. That's just the business part of it. We can't let business affect my paper. That's all I'm saying. I think David is the best agent in the game right now. I think Jerry Jones is tripping like, yo, it's business. Take the ego out of it, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. But if he don't do that, and the player's like, dog, David, you got your money. You gonna make your money with the Knicks. I might not.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And I came from the Steelers where I wasn't popping at all.
But I don't know if I care enough about the Cowboys to do that. If Jerry was finna give me 42.5, David, bro, I'm a rock with you. But not because of this tag.
Take it from a dude that came from the Eagles, a top 6 highest jersey sale, getting money on the royalties like left and right.
Yep.
I'm coming in the house. Oh, damn, we got another check. I don't even know about it.
Yeah.
Go to Buffalo. Yeah, that check's down the drain. Yeah. I'm being serious. That matter. All that. George Pickens this year, he never seen nothing like the stuff he getting with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I imagine his autograph signing must be crazy out the roof. You from Texas, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You a Cowboy fan. He all over the TV everywhere. He never was on TV this much.
Yeah.
He never was talked about this much.
Yeah.